Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed from Erin Makes, and today I'm going to show you how you can take your leftover scrap papers and turn them into beautiful flowers like you see here. So I'm going to show you how you can take all of this stuff, and there is other videos down the line, so don't forget to click on the video up in the information link so you can hop along to the other videos in this amazing scrap hoarders embellishment video hop. And there's another video coming next Saturday and the Saturday after that. Tons of prizes. I'll be announcing all that stuff soon. But first, I want to show you how you can take all of these cool papers and whatever papers you have left over and turn them into really cool flowers. Let's get started. So what I have right here is I have my crossover 2 machine. And heads up, if you leave a comment on every video that I post as part of the scrap hoarders, so this video, the one next Saturday and the Saturday after, and then you have your chance to win your own, I'm doing my Vanna thing right now, crossover 2 machine. All right, so I'm gonna cut out one with you guys and then I'm gonna speed through because you guys don't need to see me cut like a bajillion different things. So what's awesome about this machine is not only can you cut more than one layer at a time, you can also cut a full 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So again, leave a comment on this video. Tell me what your favorite way to use up your scraps is. Tell me your favorite thing to use to create with your scraps. I always love to hear suggestions, and I can place all the dies down at once. That's the best part about it, and doubly layered. So leave a comment. Your comment also gets you in the running to win the grand prize. Now the grand prize for all of them, and I'm gonna roll this through while we're chatting, is your chance, it goes right on through, is your chance to win a paper pack, but you have to leave a comment on all the videos in the entire hop. So there's 12 videos and 12 videos for all each week. If you leave a comment on just mine, you have a chance to win this awesome machine. You have a chance to win the grand prize, which is a digital set of paper packs, which is pretty awesome. Plus, I think a lot of the other people in this video hop have their own personal prizes as well. So look, it cut through here, no problem. The other cool thing about this machine, oops, where's my, oh, there's my other one, is you can dial up or dial down. So I can dial this way up, and I can even use my thick dies. I can cut fabric, felt, you name it. There is no shims needed because you're dialing and you're changing up the rollers, which means that you can change the compression if it doesn't cut clean, roll it down, get a firmer cut. It's all good. It cuts every single die that is out there beautifully. And just as a heads up, these are my cool little, these are actually my deep edge dies I got from Crafter's Edge. I love them. There's a little guy there as well, and they can cut through fabric, you name it. And as always, supply links are down below. Okay, so per flower, I think it's best to have too big, too medium, too small. And because we're putting a little flare item in the center, you don't need to have the small one. Now, if you didn't want to put a flare thing in the center, you could go ahead and cut out with the small die that I have used, or you could use a button, or you could use whatever, but I would do 2 small ones if you want to have a flower center, but we're going to use the flare, so let's do that. All right, we're going to start with the yellow one first, just to show you it's the same step. Start with the largest flower, and what I do is I took my thumb, I place it right here, and then I squish, and I make like a little V, right? And so I just kind of squish it in. The squishier and the more crumpled, actually the kind of cooler the flower looks. So really come in and squish, 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 squish really well. Just squish going all the way around. And that's a pretty cool looking flower all within itself. This is my favorite technique. Now I have a double-sided paper, and these are all double-sided, so it's better that you do have a double-sided paper versus a single-sided, because then you get a little hint of the little in the background when you squish it up. So you keep squishing it into that little V format. It's really cool. And these papers were all left over from when I made a set of cards. So here's actually the card I made, and you can see it's the same paper, and I already had all the papers picked out. So I was like, well, you know what? I have everything sitting here. They're leftover scraps. The color combination already worked, so I'm gonna turn them into something else. So sometimes I will sit down and I will make a little extra something when I already have all of the color combinations sitting out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and squish up the rest of these ones to make them all look the same and speed this up. All right, they're all squished up, super easy. The next step is just take a little bit of glue. Any glue works for you. A fast drying glue is better. And I like putting the solid color paper in the background. Possibly you have this question, could you do all of your embellishments in the same color paper, or could you like flip it over and do the reverse? Yes. When you place your flowers on top of each other, one of the key things to make your flower look nice and full is don't light up your petals so that they are right on top. You want to, and this is why I love a wet glue for this, you want to maneuver it so that they're just off angle, just like that. So you can see the color from behind, and I like to squish it down really well. You can see the color from behind, and then you do the next layer. And so if I did yellow, then pattern, I'm gonna go yellow, then pattern, yellow, then pattern. Largest all the way up to smallest. So I'm gonna put another dab of glue. I'm gonna do this one and this one. I'm gonna try and just, it nests right inside of there. So nesting flowers are awesome for this. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna offset this so it's not on top of the previous flower so that you can see all those beautiful petals popping through. Right there, there's that one. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the last one. So once you have your flower all nestled, and look, it's not that thick, right? This is not a super thick flower, so this could work on a scrapbook page, on a card, on a mixed media project, so many options. I'm gonna add one final little dab of glue right in the center, and these paper lines came from Pam Bray. It's called The Sensations, and she made these little flare buttons that I hadn't used yet, so they were kind of an extra, and they really go with the kit and the papers. So I'm using them to go as my flower toppers. And I think because the colors work really, really well. So it just gives it that little bit of a center. And then that is a super adorable flower. That is not that thick. No thicker than the flare button that is on there. You could even make your flowers smaller. You don't have to make it the full 3 tiers. You could just do a double tier if you wanted to. So that way you could size up or size down your flower. It all works. So I'm gonna speed up this last flower just so you guys can see it again. I'm gonna speed that through and I hope you enjoy the music. So look how cool. I went ahead and I took all those beautiful papers and I turned them into gorgeous flowers. Kind of kept with a color theme, more yellowy, more orangey, or reddish, rust color, more blue, but you could really go any direction with them. Super simple paper. You could use punches, you could use dies like I did on these. So you could use dies, a little bit of glue, and then a center. You can use a large gem, you can use a button, you could use a piece of flare. There's so many options for what you can put in the center. I love the flare for these because they match the papers, so it was a great use to kind of combine all the bits together. And I just love these papers from Pam Bray. They're so awesome. It's called Sensations, and they are produced by Wild Whisper. Again, all links are down below. Don't forget to jump over and check out all the other videos in this video hop. A link to the next person is up in the information section, so make sure you check that out. And don't forget to leave a comment on this video of your favorite way to use up your scraps. It's a chance to enter in to win not only my prize of that crossover 2, but also the grand prize and lots of other prizes for the entire 3 weeks by leaving a comment on this video, and also the ones for next week and the final week. So 3 videos. Don't forget to look at the hashtag scrap hoarders to find all the videos, and I will see you guys again soon. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and bye everybody.